today to find out the volume by double integration. This is we are going to do today, volume by double integration. And if we want to find out the volume by double integration, then your formula for the volume will be, that is z dx dy. This is in the form of Cartesian variables, and this formula can also be written in case of a polar form. So z dr d theta, these are cylindrical polar coordinates. So it means whenever we try to find out the double integration volume, you just need to use a cylindrical polar formula in case of polar, and this is for Cartesian coordinates. So let us find out, find the volume of the partition or the portion of the sphere, and the sphere is x square plus y square plus z square is equal to a square, lying inside the cylinder, and the cylinder is x square plus y square is equal to ax. So the portion which is lying inside the cylinder, the portion of the sphere we have to do. So this is your x-axis, and this is we have taken as z-axis, and this is your y-axis. Surface. This is a 3D figure, and obviously it will have circles, circular shape from the inside. So this will be the circular shape, and this is the cylinder we are going to plot. The top of the cylinder is this, and the cylinder is meeting the sphere at this circumference point. So this is the cylinder we have, and according to that, you can also draw a line for plotting the cylinder. So this is the cylinder we have. This is the cylinder. Now this portion from the inside, this is your origin point, we all know. So this is also circular, this one. And your inside portion of the sphere, which lying inside of the cylinder is this one. So ultimately, you just need to find out the volume of the sphere which is lying inside of the cylinder. So this dotted area is that portion. Now clearly, uh, if this sphere has a radius a, so this is your a point, and your center of this circle is this point, and it has a coordinate. The center point has coordinates a by 2, 0, 0. Because if total is a by a, then half of that will be a by 2. So
Sir, you are not audible.
yes, I am joined. Now let us come again. portion will be like this. Now portion of the sphere which is lying inside the cylinder is shown shaded in this figure. Clearly this portion of sphere is 4 times the volume in the positive octant. Now you just see, if we see the positive octant, this is lying in this. So the volume in the positive octant, that is you are taken as a required volume, that will be 4 times the volume in positive octant. So this is a required volume. The total volume which we require is 4 times, because this is, if this is the positive octant and half volume is here and a half volume is here, but two portion is lying there because this is a three-dimensional figure. So that is two portions are there. So two portion is lying here and two portions are lying here. So total 4 portion. So 4 times volume into positive octant, because positive octant is always in two dimensions. So that is why we are doing so. So that is the 4 times Z dy dx can be written. So you can put the value of z. Now z can be calculated from here. So z come out to be a square minus x square minus y square. We can ignore the negative value because we are going to calculate the volume, and volume in the positive octant. So that is why you have the value of z, that is a square minus x square minus y square dy dx over the region R. So this is we need to calculate, and where R is evaluated over the semicircular region. Remember, R is evaluated over the semicircular region of x square plus y square is equal to ax cylinder. So this is the semicircular region, and we can use the polar coordinates by reducing it into simpler form. So x is r cos theta and y is r sin theta, and we also know that dx dy is Jacobian dr d theta, and the value of Jacobian which we have discussed in the previous classes, that is r dr d theta. And your equation of the cylinder is x square plus y square is equal to ax. So x square plus y square is equal to r square is equal to a r cos theta, and r comes out to be a cos theta. So we can write down the limits of r, because we are in positive octant. So the lower limit will be 0 and upper limit is a cos theta. Similarly, the limits of theta will be 0 to pi by 2. Limits in the positive octant. So that will be 4 times volume is 4 times 0 to pi by 2 and 0 to a cos of theta, and that is a square minus x square minus y square is r square. This value x square minus can be taken common, so x square plus y square is substituted as r square. So into Jacobian is r dr d theta, and it can be written like, that is 4 times 0 to pi by 2. Now we have to integrate with respect to r first, because r is the variable which contains theta. So this is a square minus r square raised to power 1 by 2, and its derivative should be minus 2r dr d theta. So minus 2 से यहाँ मल्टीप्लाई करें तो minus 2 से डिवाइड भी कर देंगे. So minus 2 you can integrate now with respect to r. So that is a square minus r square raised to power 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2 within the limits 0 to a cos of theta d theta. So that come out to be minus 4 by 3, 0 to pi by 2. Put the upper limit a cos theta. So a square minus a square cos square theta raised to power 3 by 2 minus 0 sorry, a square raised to power 3 by 2 into d theta. Because when r is substituted as 0, you will get a square. So this power 2 can be cancelled with this. You will have a cube. And similarly, a square power 2 will be cancelled here. You will have a cube. So 0 to pi by 2, that a cube can be taken common. Inside you will have 1 minus cos square. That is obviously sine square theta raised to power 3 by 2 minus 1. So into d theta, power 2 can be cancelled. You will have minus 4 by 3 a cube, that is 0 to pi by 2 sine cube theta, and minus d theta 0 to pi by 2. So we are separating both the integrals. So now you can simplify. This is to be done with the help of a reduction formula. So that is 2 upon 3, and that will be integration will be theta, and that is 0 to pi by 2. Now you can substitute the limit here. So you will have minus 4 by 3 a square, 2 by 3 minus pi by 2. So ultimately minus sign can be taken common. So your resultant value comes out to be, after taking LCM, you will have this. So this is the required volume of the portion of the sphere lying inside of the cylinder. Now remember, we are using the double integration formula. So volume can also be computed with the help of a triple integration, as we know. So let us move further. Find the volume of the surface by a double integration formula, and find the volume. It is actually like this. Find the volume bounded by the cylinder x square plus y square is equal to 4, and the planes y plus z is equal to 4 and z is equal to 0. So we have to plot a cylinder. This is y axis. This is to be taken as z axis, and this is to be taken as x axis. So plot the cylinder by taking it as a center point. So you will have a cylinder like this. So this is the circular top of the cylinder. This is the circular base of the cylinder. And the cylinder and plane are cutting each other. Remember, cylinder and the plane are cutting each other. This is the plane. Y plus z is equal to 4. So this is actually a YZ plane. Uh, so we have to plot a plane which is cutting this cylinder. So the plane is like this. Try to plot a neat figure as you can. This is the plane we have. This is y plus z is equal to 4 plane. Now you just see uh, the portion, a small portion is lying. Suppose I have a cut line. So it means we have a portion here. Now This is the portion which is cut by the plane. This portion is cut by the plane of the cylinder, and similarly, this is the semicircular piece or center of the cylinder, and this portion is lying on this side also. So what we are saying, we have to find out the volume. Clearly, the required volume is symmetrical about YZ plane. It is obvious, but not symmetrical about XZ plane. So XZ plane में वो symmetrical नहीं है, YZ plane में वो symmetrical, क्योंकि वो plane ही YZ है. अगर वो XZ plane होता तो वो इधर से कट करना था, तो फिर इधर symmetrical हो जाना था, उधर symmetrical नहीं रहना था. So that is why your required volume, because the volume is lying in YZ plane only, you just have to use, that is the 2 times shaded half of circle. And this circle we need to take. This one. This is the shaded half. So that is why this is a 2 times Z dy dx. So we are trying to find out the volume in the xy plane by double integration. Now this shaded half is lying in xy plane. So that is why we are doing so. Why we are doubling this? Because this portion has the two volume. One is here and one is here. That is why we are taking twice. Twice इसलिए क्योंकि ये सिमेट्रिकल है. जितना ये वाला वॉल्यूम है उतना ही वो ये वाला वॉल्यूम है. तो 2 टाइम हम लोग कर रहे हैं in xy plane because ये जो वॉल्यूम है that is lying in xz plane. So that is why we are using this. Now we have to find out the limits, where limits of x and y are evaluated with the help of a cylinder. So for shaded half, your limits of x can be calculated from the equation of a cylinder. This one, this is your value of x, and y is minus 2 to 2. So we have this, and now the volume is, that is 2 times 0, sorry, this is minus 2 to 2 is 0 to square root of 4 minus y square, and your z is can be calculated from here, that is 4 minus y dy dx. Now you can uh, integrate with respect to x first, क्योंकि x की लिमिट वेरिएबल में है. So that is 4 minus y, and this is x 0 to square root 4 minus y square dy. Now you can substitute the limits here. 2 times minus 2 to 2, 4 minus y square root of 4 minus y square dy. Now we just need to simplify the integral, and the integrals can be written, that is 2 times minus 2 to 2, that is 4 times 4 minus y square dy minus minus 2 to 2 y 4 minus y square dy. So this integral has been separated with the help of two integrals. Now clearly this and this combining, this combined function y into 4 minus y square is an odd function. So if it is an odd function, then integral minus 2 to 2 y 4 minus y square dy will give you 0. So this will have 0 value, and you will have 4 2s are 8 minus 2 to 2, 4 minus y square root dy. And because this is an even function, so this will be written as 2 times 0 to 2, 4 minus y square dy. Now this becomes 16. Apply the formula of integration. So this is y 4 minus y square upon 2 plus 4 upon 2 sine inverse y upon 2, that is 0 to 2. The formula is used for square root a square minus y square dy. And the formula is y a square minus y square upon 2 plus a square upon 2 sine inverse y upon a. Now this formula is used over here. So that is 16. When you substitute 4 here, when you substitute upper limit 2 here, so 2 square is 4. 4 minus 4 will give you 0 plus this become 2. And when you put 2 here, sine inverse 2 over 2, that is 1. Sine inverse 1 is pi by 2. Similarly, when you put lower limit 0, so 0 into this will give you 0, and plus sine inverse 0 is also 0. So you will have 16 pi. So this is the required volume by double integration, which is cut by the plane in the cylinder. So by this way, we will be able to compute the volume by double integration. Now we also have an example. Now this example is for volumes of solids of a revolution. Write down. This is for volume of solids of a revolution. This is important to discuss. So volumes of solids of a revolution in polar form, or sorry, in Cartesian form, your formula for the volume is a double integral. This is also to be computed by a double integration 2 pi y dx dy. So this is the volume of solids of revolution, and in polar form it can be computed as 2 pi. The value of y is r sine theta and Jacobian is r. So that is r square sine theta dr d theta. So this is the volume of the solid of revolution about x-axis. This is volume of the solid of a revolution about x-axis, and both formulas. And the volume of solids of a revolution about y-axis will be 2 pi x dx dy, and in polar form the formula will be 2 pi r square cos theta dr d theta. So these are the formula. This is about y-axis and this is about x-axis. So whatever and whenever which formula is required, that can be applied. So we have a numerical question. Find the volume of the solid of a revolution when the area bounded by the curves y is equal to square root x, y equal to 0, x is equal to 4 is revolved about x-axis. Now they are saying that it is revolved about x-axis. So this is x-axis and this is y-axis. Clearly, this is y square is equal to x. So y square is equal to x is right-handed parabola. So this is y is equal to square root x, and x is equal to 4. If I take this is 4, 0, so then this is x is equal to 4, and this is the intersection point of intersection like this. You have to revolve the curve about x-axis, and your volume is about x-axis, that is the 2 pi y dx dy. So this is the formula, and now you have to write down the limits. The limits of x and y are required. Now x is clearly varying from 0 to 4, and your y is, because it is lying in the first quadrant, so this is the shaded region we have, and your limit of y are 0 to square root x 2 pi can be taken common, y dx dy. Now you can integrate and get the required volume. So 2 pi 0 to 4 y square upon 2 0 to square root x dx. So pi is there, 0 to 4 x dx, integrated pi x square over 2 0 to 4. So you will have 8 pi. So this is the required volume when the curve is revolved about x-axis. Now we have another question of the volume of the solid of a revolution. Find the volume of the solid of a revolution generated when the area bounded by the curve x raised to power 2 by 3, y raised to power 2 by 3, and is equal to a raised to power 2 by 3. It is revolved about x-axis. Now in xy plane, the shape of the curve is like this. This is the shape of this type of curve. This is the curve we have. Now, clearly this point has coordinates, and that is a0, and this is a negative a0. This is a 0a, and this is a 0 negative a. Now, the shape of the curve is shown in this figure. Since the upper half and lower halves are generating the same volume clearly, because it is a symmetrical figure. So we can consider the revolution by upper half. So we consider the revolution by upper half only, and your volume will be about x-axis of the over the region R 2 pi y dx dy. So this is about x-axis. So where R is the region now, where R is the region bounded by the upper half of x over a raised to power 2 by 3, y upon a raised to power 2 by 3 is equal to 1. So we need the upper half of this. So let us simplify this curve and put this value, this one, let x over a raised to power 1 by 3 is capital X, y upon a raised to power 1 by 3 is equal to capital Y. So it become a circle in capital X, capital Y, and your value of small x is a x cube, small y is a y cube, and your dx can be calculated. That is 3a x square dx. dy can be calculated 3a y square into dy. So therefore, the volume is that is, after putting the value, that is 2 pi, the value of y is a capital Y cube into dx is 3a x square dx into 3a y square dy. And your resultant expression is 18 a cube pi can be taken out, and inside we shall have x square y raised to power 5 dx dy over r. What is r? Where capital R is over, it is to be evaluated. Where r is the upper half, it is to be evaluated over the upper half of the circle x square plus y square is equal to 1. Now you can this r is x square plus y square is equal to 1. Only upper half. You can use the polar coordinate. Put x is equal to r cos of theta. Capital Y is equal to r sine of theta. So the volume is 18 e cube pi, that is over double integral, and by combiningly the radius of the circle is 1, and your theta varies from 0 to pi, because we are taking the upper half complete. So from this point to this point, we should have a semicircle. So the angle of rotation is 80 degree, 180 degree. So that is 0 to 1 and 0 to pi. You will have r square cos square theta, r 5 sine of 5 theta. This r is from Jacobian, r dr d theta. So 18 e cube pi 0 to 1 r 8 dr. So 0 to pi sine 5 theta cos square theta into d theta. Now you can have 18 e cube pi. Okay, we have to take the upper half. Okay, now you can because we have you just see. Now you just see. This question can be simplified a little more. Uh, when we talk about the upper half, now upper half contain this portion and this portion, because this portion is also symmetrical to this portion, so it can be doubled. So it can be doubled here. So uh, this you can find out the double of this. So just do the double of this. It means we are trying to find out the volume in the first quadrant. So in the first quadrant mean the limits will be 0 to pi by 2. So you can do this. So by doing so, you will have this. So this is R9 upon 9, that is 0 to 1. And why we do so? Because 0 to pi by 2 के लिए we can apply a reduction formula. So 4 into 2 and 2 minus 1 is 1. So 5 plus 2 is 7, 5, 3, 1. So the resultant is that is 36 e cube pi. This is 1 by 9 from here, and this come out to be 4 into 2 over 7, 5, 3 into 1 here. So 3 can, this can cancel. 9 fours are 36. So ultimately, this come out to be 32 pi upon 105. So this is your resultant volume by the solids of a revolution. Now we can also have an example in polar. So you know that the famous polar equations are cardioid and lemniscate. So we have the equation of cardioid, that is r is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta. So they said that evaluated by double integration, the volume generated by the revolution of this cardioid about its axis. And we know that This is the axis of the cardioid at theta is equal to 0. So plot the shape of the cardioid. Now the volume is always symmetrical. Volume is always symmetrical, mean the upper half and the lower half have same volumes because the shape of the cardioid is always symmetrical. Now you can plot the vertical axis also. Now this is the horizontal axis and this is the vertical axis at which theta is equal to pi by 2. This is the equation of the cardioid. So this point is your origin point. This one is capital O. Since upper half and lower half of the region generate the same volume, so we consider the revolution of upper half only. So the volume of a revolution about x-axis, that is 2a into 1 plus cos of theta. 2 pi is there, the value of y is r sine theta, or 1 r is from Jacobian. So r square sine theta dr d theta. So we need to compute this volume only, the volume in the upper half, because we have to revolve the uh, cardioid about the x-axis. Now, 2 pi can be taken common. So that is 0 to pi. Integrate with respect to r. You will have r cube upon 3. 0 to a into 1 plus the cos of theta into sine of theta into d theta. That is 2 pi upon 3. 0 to pi. Put r is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta. So a cube 1 plus cos theta cube into sine theta d theta. So 2 pi a cube can be taken common. That is 0 to pi. Here 1 plus cos theta raised to power 3 and its a derivative. Derivative of 1 is 0 and derivative of cos is a minus sign. So we require minus sign here, but here is sign. So minus sign can be adjusted. So minus 2 pi a cube upon 3. Now integrate. It will become 1 plus cos theta raised to power 4 over 4. The limits are 0 to pi. So that is minus pi a cube upon 6. When you put upper limit here, so pi, cos pi is minus 1. So 1 minus 1 will give you 0 and cos 0 is 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2 and 2 square is 16. 2 raised to power 4, sorry. So it will give you 16. So it will come out to be 8 pi a cube upon 3. This is the required volume of the solids of a revolution of a cardioid about the horizontal axis. Let us discuss one more question of the solids of revolution of the ellipse. So find out the volume of the solids of a revolution by revolving the ellipse x square plus y over x square over a square plus y square over b square is equal to 1. Now we know that we can revolve the revolution, we can revolve the ellipse either by x-axis or by y-axis. Now we can revolve the ellipse about x-axis and about y-axis both. And the volume is symmetrical since the region is symmetrical about y-axis. So the volume generated by left half, this is your left half and this is your right half, and both are same, and they will overlap. Hence, we consider the revolution of right half only. So we are taking the right half. So volume of solid generated, volume of ellipse generated about y-axis, and the formula for computing the volume is 2 pi x dx dy. This is the formula for computing the volume about y-axis. Now we can use the limits from the equation of ellipse. You can get the limits in the variable. From the equation of ellipse, you will have x square over a square is 1 minus y square over b square. So x is equal to uh, a over b, that is the square root b square minus y square. So it will become that is 2 pi is constant, can be taken out. So 0 to a over b, b square minus y square, and this will be your minus b to b. क्योंकि जब हम y की लिमिट फाइंड करेंगे, y की लिमिट ले टेकन x इक्वल टू 0, you will have y square over b square is equal to 1, and y square is equal to b square. So y equal to plus minus b. So these are the limits, x dx dy. Now you can integrate it, and you will have 2 pi minus b to b. This you will get x square over 2, 0 to a over b, b square minus y square dy. So this is pi because 2 will be cancelled here. So minus b to b, put the upper limit here. You will have a square over b square into b square minus y square, because square के कारण square root will be vanished. For lower limit 0, it will give you 0. Now you can integrate. So this is pi a square over b square is there. Integration with respect to y is this, and put the limits. So when you substitute upper limit here, you will have pi a square over b square. Put b here, you will have b cube minus b cube upon 3, and for lower limit we shall have minus b cube and minus minus plus b cube upon 3. This is for upper limit b, and for lower limit this. Now you will have now this is 2 times pi a square over b square into b cube minus b cube over 3, because same term is repeating 2 times. That is why I have taken twice. So after solving this, this is 3 minus 1, that is 2. 2 into 2 is 4 pi a square b upon 3. This is the required volume of the revolution of the ellipse about y-axis. So by this way, we can find out the volumes of the solids of revolutions also. Now this is all about the topic of volumes and areas or surface areas. We shall continue in the next class.